a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I require you to give me your details. If you don't, it is an arrestable offence.
Right, but am I on the highway?
Pardon?
Am I on the
You've
highway?
been driving this vehicle.
Yeah, but am I on the highway now?
Alright guys, buckle up, because this one kicks off fast. We got a cop stopping a driver, and things heat up right away when the officer demands details. But the driver pushes back with smart questions. It's tense, awkward, and you can feel the confusion building. This opening sets the tone for what about to become a full-on clash between authority and knowledge, right from the very first line. Stay locked in. This ride's about to get interesting.
Did my colleague get your name?
Yeah, you got my first name.
Do you mind if I take your first name? Is that okay?
What's your name and number then?
My name 2928 is PC Lee.
PC Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your name?
Well, I'm not prepared to divulge it in front of people that aren't police.
Okay. Well, I can ask that gentleman to step away if that's all right.
Yeah. Right. So what? Under what act are you asking for my details?
It's because we've been called today. Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime we get called to an incident,
yeah,
we like to get your name.
Yeah. What section of which act are you requiring my name?
I'm not saying it's under any act. You don't have to give your name to me today because you haven't committed an offence.
No.
But it's just for our records.
Yeah.
So would you be prepared to give me your name?
No.
No? Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to make a note of your car registration.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, is that alright?
Yep.
So all we're doing at the minute, obviously there's been a bit of confusion over the coins.
Yep.
Turns out that, as you said, they are legal tender. So
yep,
so it's now down to the petrol station whether they accept them. So your vehicle has come back to either a Brett Chamberlain.
You shouldn't be saying this in front of the people.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, they can.
Do you want me to ask them to move away?
Here's where the officer makes her first big mistake. Instead of keeping things professional, she blurts out the driver's full name in public. Imagine that. Your personal info shouted in front of everyone at a gas station. It's not just bad policing, it's straight up embarrassing. Brett calls her out immediately, and you can sense the power shift starting. From this point on, the officer's control begins to crumble in front of the camera.
You shouldn't divulge my personal details that you've got a police national computer.
I wasn't divulging them to them.
Well, you were. You were speaking loud enough voice that they would have heard.
Well, they're not.
Right. Okay. Go on then.
So, a Brett Chamberlain.
Right.
What was your name?
Which section, which act you requiring me to give my name?
Road Traffic Act. You're driving a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So I require you to give me your details. If you don't, it is an arrestable offence.
Right. But am I on the highway?
Pardon?
Am I on the highway?
You've been driving this vehicle.
Yeah, but am I on the highway now?
You've been driving this vehicle.
But am I on the highway now?
Can you just give me your details, please, and then we can get this sorted?
Am I on the highway?
So what
yeah, but I'm asking a question. Am I on the highway?
You're not on a highway right now, but you have been on a highway.
Yeah, so you could have requested my details when I was on the highway, but now I'm not on the highway. You can't, can you?
I can.
You could wait until I leave, and then you could pull me over.
Under the Road Traffic Act, I can request your details.
Yeah, only on the highway, but not...
Can you just give me your details, please?
The real standoff begins right here. The officer insists Brett must give his details, but Brett fires back with a perfectly calm, logical question. Am I on the highway? It sounds simple, but exposes the officer's shaky understanding of her own authority. The repetition builds pressure, and you can practically feel the silence between each exchange. This is the moment where the entire legal argument starts taking shape, and Brett knows exactly what he's doing.
Look, this is all about rights, okay? Now, I've got a right not to give you my details unless I have committed an offence. Right, the Road Traffic Act is referring to vehicles on the highway, not on private property. So, if you're saying that I have to give you my details under the Road Traffic Act and I'm not on a highway, then you're infringing on my rights. Do you think I should provide my details on private forecourt?
Yes, I believe you should.
Because of the Road Traffic Act?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Why is that then?
Are you going to provide
me
your details?
No, I'm just asking you these questions. I may well provide my details, but you have to articulate the law as to why...
Under the Road Traffic Act?
Yeah.
Okay. You have used a highway to get here today, have you not?
That's not the point though, is it?
You have used a highway to get here today. Under the Road Traffic Act?
Yeah.
Okay, I can ask you to give your details.
So in other words, you could knock on my front door, my car's on my drive, and you could say, under the Road Traffic Act, I want your details, and you must have been on the highway in your car.
You wouldn't be in your vehicle, would you?
Doesn't make sense.
You wouldn't be sat in your vehicle.
It doesn't matter though, does it? I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bit of a break, right? So I reckon if I was parked in the car park, yeah, then I wouldn't have to provide my details. But because there's a way in and a way out, that means in law, in case law, it's an extension of the highway.
Okay.
And on that basis, I'll provide my details.
Would you like to give me your date of birth?
I can give you my driving licence because you. First of all, which section, which act?
Would you like to give me your driving licence?
No, which section, which
Under
act?
the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, what section?
I'm asking you for your driving licence.
Yeah, which section, which
Can you
act?
just give me your driving licence?
You don't know it, do you?
There you go, 163.
That requires me to stop. If a police officer asks me to stop, but which?
And to give your details, sir.
No, that's another act. Go on. Which sections?
I'd have to check, sir.
Do you want me to tell you? 164.
164.
That's it. Very good.
There we go.
Right.
Now this is pure gold. Brett completely schools the officer on the law, exposing how little she actually knows about the section she's quoting. The way he handles it, calm, confident, and precise, shows how experience beats authority when backed by facts. By the time he gets her to admit it's section 164, not 163, she's out of her depth. This is a turning point where the viewer realizes the man being questioned is actually the most informed person there.
They're trying to give you your money back.
It's not my money, it's their money. It's my payment.
Pardon?
It's my payment.
They're not accepting it as payment. Are you accepting them giving your money back?
No.
Okay, well they're not accepting your payment then. So
Okay, yeah.
You're still going to be... Wait till that's go past. You're still going to be charged for the payment.
Yep.
At a later date. Okay, they've got your car registration.
Yep.
They're going to forward it on to that. They can get your details from your car registration.
Yep.
They're going to forward that on to their head office, and
Yep.
you will be chased for payment later on. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, whatever. Yeah. I don't.
Are you going to accept your money back?
It's not my money. It's their money. It's also the Queen's money, actually.
Are you going to accept the Queen's money back?
No.
What do you want them to do with it then?
Put it in the till and accept payment.
Well, that's not going to be accepted as payment, so I think you may as well just take it back.
Yeah.
Because what's that?
I'm not taking it back.
More than that?
240.
Pardon?
£248.83.
Yeah, I think you may as well take that back.
No, I don't think so.
You're going to be out of pocket otherwise.
I'm not going to be out of pocket.
Pardon?
I won't be out of pocket. I've paid for my fuel with cash, with legal tender.
Tension hits a new level when money enters the mix. Brett's payment is refused, and the officer suddenly takes the side of the gas station, completely forgetting her duty to stay neutral. This moment is powerful because it reveals a deeper issue, how easily some officers forget the line between civil and criminal matters. You can hear the frustration in Brett's tone, but he never loses composure. The more calm he stays, the more unprofessional she looks.
All I'm doing is advising you, okay?
Yeah.
Like I say, this is a civil matter.
Yeah.
I can just give you advice to take the money back.
Right.
If you don't want to, fair enough. But just to let you know, they're going to raise it with their head office.
Yeah.
And their head office will be in touch, okay?
Yeah, okay then.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Have you got any further questions or not?
No.
They would like your details. Are you willing to give them your details?
No, they're private.
Pardon?
They're private.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, they've got my registration number, haven't they?
They've got your registration, but it's just whether you wanted to comply with them and give them your details, okay? I'll let them know that you're not giving them your details, and what would you like them to do with the money?
Well, it's up to them to do what they want with it. Obviously, it's payment, so...
Well, they're not accepting it as payment, okay?
Yeah, but obviously they may well get legal advice, and the legal advice might tell them that they need to accept it, and therefore, if they've given me the money back, then they've got no way to recover the money, then, have they? Because they've.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that if they did give it back, there would be no recourse in law to recover the funds later on. So I'm doing them a favour by saying, look, you hang on to it, it's payment for my fuel. I'm not a fuel thief.
This part is where everything flips again. Brett asks about the officer's body camera, and when she admits she didn't tell him, he drops the bomb. Everything recorded so far might not even be admissible in court. That single statement changes the whole tone. You can see the officer freeze, unsure what to say next. It's a brilliant display of control through knowledge, proving that understanding the rules can be more powerful than the badge itself.
If they then pursue a civil matter and it comes back that it doesn't go in your favour, then you're going to be out of pocket. That's all I'm thinking. If you still have to pay for the fuel again...
So how am I going to be out of pocket? Because what would have happened to the money that I've given them?
Pardon?
I've given them the money, haven't I? So how can I be out of pocket?
Okay, so you're not accepting the money, no?
No.
Okay.
Have you got your body-worn camera on?
Yeah, there.
Oh, so you didn't tell me about that either, did you?
It's there.
Yeah,
You can see
but
it.
No. In the policy, it says that you need to advise somebody. In fact, everything that's happened up until this point is not admissible in court because you didn't.
I can't hear you.
I said everything that's happened on that camera is not admissible in court because you failed to advise me that you were recording. In the policy, your policy.
What section is that? What policy is that?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, loads of people on YouTube will get back to you on that. So if you just look up this video,
That's fine.
they'll explain the police's own.
That's perfect. I don't tend to watch police videos on YouTube.
No, you obviously didn't listen either when you were being instructed that you need to advise members of the public at the earliest opportunity that you're video recording them for evidence.
Like I say, what part of policy is that?
And just like that, Brett ends it on his terms. Calm, collected, and completely victorious. After all the arguing and confusion, he simply walks away, having exposed every weakness in the system. The officer's silence says it all. He won. This isn't just a small win. It's proof that standing your ground and knowing your rights truly pays off. If you enjoyed watching this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have you got any of those guys in their car just for the money ready?
Yeah,
CPR?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm off then.